My last speech, I enlightened you about the dangers of the 5 most toxic chemicals found in our deodorants and antiperspirants. And I gave you a tip that if you forgot the ingredients, just remember TAPS. TAPPS. For triclosan, aluminum, parabens, propylene glycol, and stearates. This speech, I'm going to continue on that theme, and I am going to enlighten you about the dangers of hydrogenated oils in our food products. I'm going to tell you what it is, how the process works, what makes it so dangerous, and I'm going to ask you to make a few commitments today. All right, let's get started. According to an online article, Smart Balance, hydrogenated oil is the process of adding hydrogen to natural liquid oils such as kernel, palm oil, coconut, soybean, etc. to form a solid base. And the purpose of doing this is so that the food product, the shelf life is prolonged, as well as to balance out the flavors of the food. The problem is that this creates man-made trans fat, which is different from the natural trans fat that the body makes, and it contributes to high cholesterol disease as well as other diseases related to the heart. I pulled a Google image to give you an example of how general hydrogenation process works from the cargo.com. And hydrogen gas is added under pressure in the form of tiny bubbles at the base of the agitator. According to Richard Stossel of Natural News, the oil is heated between 500 and 1,000 atmospheric pressure and injected with a metal catalyst, typically made of nickel or platinum or aluminum. And with this process, once it is heated, the molecular structure changes so that it's just one molecule away from being a plastic. So with that, the oil is thicker, but not only is the oil thicker, but this gooey, gummy stuff that's in the oil going into our bloodstream, makes the blood thicker as well. I pulled another Google image to show you the range and difference between a healthy artery versus one that has a little bit of a tear to being, almost fully clogged with the fatty deposits to fully clogged and the blood having a hard time getting through. So let me just explain a little bit with this. I said the oil is now thicker and so is the blood. Now the heart has to pump much harder to get the blood through, which causes the blood pressure to be raised. Now the metal that is also used in this process, it's scarring the arteries along the way. And that scarring causes the body to naturally kick in with cholesterol to go to the spots to attempt to heal it. This cycle, this process, is what's causing the plaque buildup around it. And the heart, of course, is working harder and harder until it eventually gives out because the space of it for the blood to get through shrinks over time. According to an online campaign called Ban Trans Fat, you cannot believe the ingredients of a food product. That if the label of a food product says 0 trans fat, and I'll show you, I've got another image from Google Online, from online Google. If the product says 0 trans fat, you really can't believe the hype. Because according to the FDA regulation, if a serving per container contains less than 0.5 grams of trans fat, it can be declared as zero trans fat. So, the commitments that I'm going to ask you today is as follows. Read your ingredients. The next time that you go to the store to buy a snack or your parents go to buy grocery, become an avid ingredient reader. If the ingredient has anything that says partially or fully hydrogenated oil, then you need to put that product back, and in the words of Dionne Warwick, walk on by. You need to put that product back and walk on by. Number 2, engage a family member or a friend in a conversation about the food that they're eating, preferably while they're eating, and ask them if they are aware of the ingredients that's in the food product, and educate them about the dangers of hydrogenated oil. Do that within the next 2 weeks. The sooner the better, though. And then finally, clear your refrigerator and cupboards of anything that has hydrogenated oil in it, and never replace those products. Don't eat it again. And mark your calendar so that you can celebrate your sobriety and enlightenment. Thank you, and good night.